Right, so here's a really simple way to make electrical back probes for testing cars and vans and whatnot. I get a bit of brake line, about 1 inch long. Okay, and put it in the vise. I get a bit of MIG welding wire, any size you like. I'm using 1mm, and this is very hard to do on one hand. I'll cut it off. Okay, I have this. 1 second. And I put a bend in the end, which makes it tight going in there. Okay. And all I'm going to do now is put a little bit of flux on here. Okay. And I'm going to solder it using my soldering iron. But because I need 2 hands, you'll have to wait for a second. So now I have a blob of solder holding the pin in. Okay. And that gives me this. But I want this to be tight on my test probes for my multimeter and whatnot. So what I do with one hand is I give it a squeeze. That makes it tight, but I can still get it on and off easily. Yeah. Just not one hand. Yeah. Okay. I can back probe that. To make it posher, I'm just going to put some heat shrink on it. Give me 1 second. So now I put some heat shrink on. And I have a back probe pin. It doesn't cost anything. You can make it as long and short as you like, quite easily. And you can make as many as you want. Bear with me for a second. So I use the same cheap back probe homemade method to make up this test lead, which is very, very handy because I can plug this into a relay, that into a relay, test across a relay for powers, or I can back probe any socket I like with a test light. So it provides a load. And that is another cheap and easy way. I have these Scotch locks on so that I can test across a relay and plug it into a relay. I can plug it into most circuits. If I can't, use my back probe. It's very handy for fault finding and cheap.